Urban Therapy with Sun 752, and this your daily go-getterism number 626 for June 20th, 2016. Tonight, I want to talk to y'all about the what you bring to the table manners. You know how you have table manners? In other words, you're supposed to have a certain type of etiquette, a certain type of decorum when you're sitting at somebody's table, when you're sitting down to eat dinner or whatever at the table. So it has a lot to do with, you know, asking people to pass things to you instead of reaching over. And it has things to do with knowing what fork to eat with what, how to hold your knife, how to cut the food properly, and how to act like you have some home training when you're at the table. That's what regular table manners are. But when we say what you bring to the table manners, you know how like when you form a partnership with somebody, you get with somebody, a lot of people ask, well, what do you bring to the table? Or they'll talk about what they bring to the table. So the things that they may bring to the table in a partnership, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a business partnership, whether it's clubs, organizations, whatever, you know, what your worth is, what your value is what you bring to the table. So maybe you have a job, maybe you have some money that you bring to the table. Maybe you have integrity, that's what you bring to the table. Maybe you have a loving spirit, that's what you bring to the table. Maybe you have material things like a house, a car, you know, assets, real estate, things, stuff. That's what you bring to the table. That's normally what we talk about when we start talking about what we bring to the table. We're normally talking about material items that we are able to use as bargaining chips to get whatever we want. So it's like if you're a man looking for a woman or a woman looking for a man, you're going to talk about the things that you have that a man would want if you're a woman. And if you're a man, you're going to talk about the things that a woman would want. So it might be a known fact that most women like a man that has a job, a steady income, you know, can hold down a job, been there for a good little while, shows that he's consistent, and also shows that he must be able to deal with people well, because if he was jumping around from job to job, that means that he's inconsistent. It may mean that he's flighty. It may mean that, you know, he hasn't found himself yet. Maybe he's a loose cannon. Whatever. Not reliable. So the thing is, with whatever you bring to the table, are you willing to share what you bring to the table? Because some people want to just use what they bring to the table as a bargaining chip to be put on a pedestal. But whatever you bring to the table is supposed to be whatever you're willing to share with the person that comes to the table with you. And if that's not really your intent, you need to make your intentions known and understood. Because if you don't, that's how a lot of disagreements happen, and that's how arguments and fights and bad blood, that's how all of that stuff gets created. We don't want that. Who wants that? You don't want that. So what you bring to the table, manners, needs to be good. Because if you're just bringing what you bring to the table so you can get whatever you want, or so you can hold that over people, then you have bad what you bring to the table manners. Men and women do it. You know, the independent woman talking about how she don't really need a man, she just wants a man. So, you know, she's pretty much taking herself out of the realm of being loving and affectionate, because she doesn't really need a man, she just wants a man. And, you know, that's all based on our ego, and oftentimes based on times that we've been hurt by somebody or made to feel weak or small because we do need somebody. Ain't nothing wrong with needing nobody. Ain't nothing wrong with needing somebody. Actually, there's something wrong with thinking that you don't ever need anybody. I think that there's something wrong with that. Call me crazy. Anyway, so if your what you bring to the table manners are bad, that means that you wanna. It can mean that you wanna hold whatever you bring to the table over somebody. You don't really want to share that, but you want to. You want to make sure that a person does know what you can do, or what can be taken away from them if they don't act right, because you bring more to the table than they do. So if your man or your woman doesn't have any education, you have an education, you have advanced degrees. So it's like, you're stupid and I'm smart. I'm ready to enter the workforce with the papers that I have and you're not. Of course, you're not going to say that while things are in good standing, but at the first sight of trouble, that's when you start talking all that shit. Yeah, well, you ain't the smart one, you know what I mean? I'm the one who got this and went here. So it's all very stupid. It really is. Because at the end of the day, your heart governs everything that you do. So you can talk about what you bring to the table all you want. What you're going to do at the table is the most important thing. And the way that you're going to feel at the table. Because those are what you bring to the table manners. Now, some people want to take back what they have brought to the table. Now, number one, you can't take away your education from somebody. If you have given them knowledge in any form that you have learned it, then that's theirs. That's the great thing about knowledge and wisdom. Nobody can borrow that from you. And from the standpoint of the borrower, you never have to pay back if somebody gives it to you. That's knowledge and wisdom. So there used to be people who used to Indian give, so they would give you things and then they would ask for them back when you didn't act right. Talk about immature, man. But these are the kind of things that we have to deal with, and we got to be wary of it. But make sure what you bring to the table manners are good manners, because you'll make friends instead of detracting friends. You'll bring people closer to you that can act as resources for you instead of distracting people away from you and having them not want to do anything to help you. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. Whew. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, what you bring to the table manners can always stand an improvement. But what you bring to the table manners are really all about maturity and growth. Being an adult. Being a responsible man or a responsible woman. That's all what you bring to the table manners are all about. You don't hold what you have over people. Can't no good come out of that. I tell you what some good can come out of, though. The Urban Therapy with Sun spring cleaning event is this Saturday. That's the last spring cleaning event of the spring. Starting next month, it will be the summer burn. But for now, on this last Saturday of June 25th, is the Urban Therapy with Sun spring cleaning event. So y'all want to come through, get your hike on in them woods, man. It's gonna be special. It's gonna be dope, and it is always dope. You can't even front on that. But come on through. You know what I mean? Wear your boots that you wouldn't mind getting dirty, because it's a hell of a hike and it's great. Makes you feel good, and it's free. It's free. We don't charge nobody for this. We exercise with people for free. The only thing missing is you. Rittenhouse Street and Wissahickon Avenue, right there at the park. That's where we're going to meet up and get our walk on this Saturday, June 25th. And I'll holler at y'all. Yes, I will.